Savior of the world, Ben Cantelon. This is the glue keys roll, all pad stuff. It's the soft pad that we know and love with our favorite cutoff knob trick. We add a second octave of it right here, just for some particular energy boosts at particular spots. You want to start the cutoff knob at 3 o'clock. I'm actually calling it out in numbers on this one, so you can see it's about 40. The reason I do that is because a lot of times you're going to have a right hand, and it's actually, instead of looking over here to see where it is, it's easier to just look at the display and know where you're roughly at. So you don't have to get it exact, but we're going to try and get approximately to the numbers that are on the sheet. So we started at 40, just to walk through the cutoff knob changes. When we start past the intro, get into verse 1, we're going to pull it back to 20, which is kind of 130-ish area. It's going to stay there until we go through the pre-chorus, we go through the chorus until we get to the next turn, which is basically another intro. It's going to go back up to 40. And then it's going to stay there until we get to the end of the instrumental, at which point you're going to very slowly roll it from 40 all the way back to 0, not this 0, which is actually negative 64, but 0 straight up 12 o'clock. Get it back to 40-ish now. And then it'll stay there through the first pre-chorus, half the instrumental. When we get into the second one, you'll slowly increase it from 0 to 40 again, and it's there for the rest of the song. So we have it started at 40. Remember when you first call up the perform to move it so that it gets there. And then I will walk you through what we're doing here. So to start the song, you're going to be up in the octave range. You're only going to be using your right hand. In fact, you're not going to use your left hand to play notes until we get to the instrumental. So your left hand is going to be available for the cutoff knob. We're going to start with our G sharp minor in second inversion at D sharp 5. So here's D sharp 5, which means da da da. Here's your. See, I don't know inversions very well either, Hannah. Okay, here we go. And you're going to trace the lead figure. And then you're going to jump back to this same voicing, but down here for verse 1. God so loved that he gave his son. His life on. So that's verse 1. For the pre-chorus, you're going to raise your voicing so that the root position is at C sharp, and you're going to move down for each one. Sorry, C sharp 4. So Christ the Lord overcame the darkness. He is alive. Death has been defeated. And now for the chorus, you're going to raise your voicing to the root position at E4, which is going to give us one note here that'll sound the octave. And we're going to make sure that all of our chords are voiced in such a way that we either have this B4 or that A sharp 4 at the top. So it goes like this. I'll get you into it from the pre-chorus, the second half. He's alive, death has been defeated, for him made us a way by which we have been saved. He's the Savior of the world. And we're going to get our cutoff move. Savior. And now we're going to leave the cutoff knob there. Back to the same range, still no left hand. This is verse 2. Let us now sing of this coming King. Next pre-chorus 2, we're going to raise our voicing so that C sharp 5, B4, or A sharp 4 are on the top. Chorus as previous. it twice. And then lucky you, now we get to add our left hand, and we're doing this basically just like it is pre-chorus 2, the one we just did. I just don't want to do that as a minor chord. Now we're into, that's the first half of the instrumental. The next half of the instrumental, the drums are out. You're going to drop your left hand and very slowly over the course of those 16 counts, you're going to bring the cutoff back to 0. And now we're into the pre-chorus 1. And he reigns. Really don't like C sharp minor apparently. And his name is Jesus the Messiah. Now for pre-chorus 2, we're going to raise our inversion to thicken it a bit, and we're going to start to so now I've got my left hand in for the chorus. And now we have the instrumental chorus. Just pull up an inversion or something to add some energy. And we got one more chorus. If you want, you can grab one more inversion. We're going to end on this B. You don't have to have the F sharp in there, I just like it. And we'll probably fade out at that point. There you go.